Good evening, honorable members of the Economic Development Commission. At this time, I call to order the Tuesday, September 9th, 2025, 7 p.m. Cerritos Economic Development Commission meeting. Thank you. At this time, I would like to ask that those in attendance please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance, please. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you all. Item 3 on this evening's agenda is verbal roll call. I will go ahead and announce your name, and you will note either present. You will note present for the record. Thank you. Commissioner Member Chang. Thank you. Commissioner Hu.
Present.
Thank you. Commissioner Reyes.
Present.
Thank you. Commissioner Togley.
Present.
Thank you. Commissioner Hughes. Noted absent for the record. All members noted present with the exception of Commissioner Hughes. Thank you. Next item on the agenda, item 4A this evening. Honorable members of the Economic Development Commission, pursuant to the Cerritos Municipal Code, as tonight's meeting is the first meeting of the commission, it is appropriate that the members of the commission appoint this evening a chairperson and vice chairperson to serve in the respective leadership capacities to preside over the Economic Development Commission meetings. Therefore, at this time, I'd like to officially declare the position of chairperson of the Economic Development Commission vacant, and I will call for nominations for chair of the commission. At this time, do I have any nominations for chair?
I nominate Alfred Reyes.
Second.
Thank you. I have a nomination for Commissioner Al Reyes to be chair of the Economic Development Commission by Commissioner Chang and a second by Commissioner Togley. Do I have any other nominations at this time? Okay, so we will conduct a roll call vote confirming Commissioner Al Reyes as chair of the Economic Development Commission. So we'll do a verbal roll call vote. Commissioner Chang?
Yes, vote for Al.
I'm sorry?
Yes.
I don't, yes.
Yes, thank you. Commissioner Hu?
Aye.
Thank you. Commissioner Reyes?
Aye.
Thank you. Commissioner Togley?
Aye.
Thank you. Congratulations, Commissioner Reyes. You are the chair of the Economic Development Commission. After we make appointments for vice chair today, we will take a short recess to reorganize our seating arrangements this evening. Thank you. Congratulations to you. At this time, I will now call for nominations for the position of vice chair. Are there any nominations for the position of vice chair?
Who want to volunteer to do it? Yeah. So
You wanna
if
do
you
it?
want to do
Kenneth,
it,
you wanna do
just
it?
Go ahead.
Kenneth,
I'm
wanna do
fine.
it?
No.
No.
Here
I
it is.
nominate Grace for vice chair.
Okay, thank you. So I have a nomination by Commissioner Chang to nominate Commissioner Hu as vice chair of the Economic Development Commission. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second.
Okay. Second was made by Chair Reyes. At this time, I'll do a roll call vote confirming Vice Chair Hu as, Commissioner Hu as Vice Chair of the Economic Development Commission. Roll call vote, Commissioner Chang,
Aye.
Commissioner Hu.
Well, I accept that nomination.
Thank you.
For your nomination and the second.
Thank
Thank
you.
Yes.
Commissioner Togley.
Aye.
Thank you. Chair Reyes.
Aye.
Thank you. Congratulations, Commissioner Hu. You are now the Vice Chair of the Economic Development Commission. So at this time, I will call just a brief recess so we can reorganize at the dais, and then we will come back to convene the meeting. Thank you.
Okay, welcome back. Agenda item 5, public comments and suggestions. Since it's the first meeting, I'll read the dissertation behind it. This section is reserved for public comment on items not listed on the agenda but that are within the subject matter of jurisdiction of the commission. Verbal comments will be limited to 3 minutes per speaker, subject to the chair extending to a maximum of 5 minutes per speaker, with the total time allotted not to exceed 45 minutes unless the chair extends. All right. Having read that, do we have anybody here for public comments or suggestions under agenda item 5? Seeing none, I will close the section 5, public comments. Section 6, new and old business. 6A, review and consideration calendar years 2025 and 2026 Economic Development Commission meeting dates, including a proposed amendment to the regular meeting schedule in November 2025. Kristen, do you have anything on that?
Yes, thank you, Honorable Chair and members of the Economic Development Commission. As mentioned, item 6A this evening is a review of the regularly scheduled meeting dates for the Economic Development Commission through the rest of calendar year 2025 and for 2026. Item 6A this evening will be presented by Economic Development Manager, Ms. Miranda.
Good evening, Chair and members of the Economic Development Commission. The item before you tonight is consideration of the meeting dates for the Economic Development Commission for calendar years 2025 and 2026, including a proposed amendment to the regular meeting schedule in November 2025. At this time, I would like to direct your attention to the screen for the presentation. City Council Ordinance Number 1049, which establishes the parameters of the Economic Development Commission, established dates and times for regular meetings of the Commission, with its regular official business meetings on the second Tuesday of each month at 7 p.m. On the screen are the regular meeting dates for calendar years 2025 and 2026, each meeting currently scheduled to occur on the second Tuesday of the month. Staff has reviewed the meeting schedule for potential conflicts with city-hosted events or meetings and city-observed holidays. Based on the regular meeting schedule, a conflict exists on Tuesday, November 11th, 2025, which coincides with the observance of the Veterans Day holiday. As a result, it is recommended that the Economic Development Commission consider a proposed amendment to its regular meeting schedule to address the meeting conflict in November 2025. The Commission may either, option 1, cancel its regular meeting in November 2025 and convene its next regularly scheduled meeting in December 2025, or option 2, cancel its regular meeting in November 2025 and schedule a special meeting on an alternative date in November 2025. If rescheduling is considered, staff has reviewed the meeting dates of the City Council and other commissions, which are provided as Exhibit 1 of the agenda report, and recommends that if option 2 is selected, that a special meeting be instead held on Wednesday, November 12th, 2025 at 7 p.m. At this time, it is recommended that the Commission review and discuss the information provided and provide direction to staff regarding the options for either canceling the November 2025 meeting and instead meet in December 2025, or reschedule the meeting accordingly. This concludes my presentation. At this time, staff is available to answer any questions the commissioners may have. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Miranda. Any comments from a commission?
Yes,
Grace?
I do. Yes, I do. So, do we have any many things to discuss on November's meeting or no? Because this is new commission, right? So we really don't have that many things to discuss in November's meeting. We won't be busy, right, on that day, that meeting.
Thank you, Commissioner Hugh. I can go ahead and address that. So I'll just put it lightly. City staff and members of our city council have been anxiously awaiting the formation of this Economic Development Commission. And with tonight's evening agenda items, we have kept them more as introductory items, but generally speaking, we've got lots of items coming. And so whether we cancel the November meeting and just convene in December or reschedule the meeting for the foreseeable future, and as discussed in item 6C later this evening, there are several upcoming programs, initiatives that will be brought to this commission at the direction of the city council by staff. And so really it's at the pleasure of the commission whether you want to take a month off or reschedule to November 12th. But no worry, we will have agenda items for the commission whether we meet in November or cancel and meet in December.
Yeah, I would suggest to cancel the meeting on Tuesday, November, and convene its next meeting on Tuesday, December 9th. So choose number A. We say that as a,
Yes, you can say that your recommendation found on page 2 of the agenda report is option 2A to cancel the November 11th meeting and convene in December, the next
Yeah.
regular meeting.
yeah, so,
Yes, so that's option
so
2A in the agenda report.
So I would choose the option A, and I
Okay.
don't know, should we vote or any second or what?
Let's let everybody have a chance. Are you done, Grace?
Yeah, okay.
Commissioner Arlis, you have a
Yeah, I'd
question or
like to comment. I think, given that it's a new commission, and as you pointed out, with all of the staff having planned a lot of upcoming initiatives, which we're anxious to get into, I think we could probably benefit from keeping that meeting, which at that point in time would only be our third meeting. So I would suggest keeping it in anticipation of the need to discuss some of these upcoming items. And because, again, we're kind of off to a late start compared to the other commissions. So November 12th was suggested. I would be amenable to any alternative date, but I would probably favor not canceling it and rescheduling it to a non-holiday that works. November 12th personally would work fine for me, but the group can decide.
Thank you, Arlis. Ken?
So I agree. Actually, I do have a question. Is it possible to postpone this decision because we're right at the beginning, so we don't know what the workload is and what the agenda item is. Is it going to be light? Is it going to be heavy? Right? From that perspective, do we need to make that decision today, or is it possible to defer to a little bit later? We have a much better idea as to, is it warranted if we're going to have that meeting? If we can't defer it, I would say I think just out of precaution, out of abundance of caution, probably keep it and move it to a day later. But I'm just wondering first, is it possible to defer?
Thank you, Commissioner Chang. It is definitely possible to defer. I would, however, recommend that we do not. And the reason why is because the deferral to make this decision at the October meeting would only allow the communication staff to update the city's website, social media channels, et cetera, the regular meeting schedule of city commissions and council with shorter notice, and in an effort to be provide as much information to the public as soon as possible. Staff's recommendation this evening would be to consider this item this evening rather than defer 1 month closer to the November meeting date.
Then I think out of caution and of the unknown, I think let's just go ahead and see if we can defer just one, not defer the meeting date, but just push the date back 1 day to November 12th.
Thank you, Ken. I'm in agreement. I think our commission started late as compared to other commissions, as Arlis stated. There's a lot coming down the pike that we're going to have to deal with, even as an advisory commission, sooner rather than later. Staff has put in a lot of work. The city council's put in a lot of work, and they continue to put in a lot of work. At this early juncture, I think it's beneficial that we are here on November 12th, as opposed to taking another 30 days off, where we've already, I think initially wanted this commission to start on July 1st or July 12th, and now here we are September 9th, and we're finally getting started. So at this time, I think a further delay is probably not in the best interest of either this commission, the council, or the city residents in general, to say nothing of the businesses that want us to move forward with whatever we're going to move forward and whatever's coming our way. So if I understand this correctly, then I would make a motion that we vote, or I want to vote in the affirmative on 2B, moving the regular scheduled meeting on Tuesday, November 11th to Wednesday, November 12th.
If I may, thank you, Chair Reyes. Prior to any motions, my recommendation would be to seek any public comments for members in attendance this evening, close public comments, and then we can discuss potential motions.
Absolutely correct. Do we have any public comment on item 6A, 6B? I'm sorry, 6A. For public comment. Seeing none, I will close the public comment section. And we are going to vote, I guess.
At this time, it'd be appropriate for a commissioner to make a motion for either option 2A, B, or C.
Okay, so go ahead, Arlis.
Mr. Chair, then I would like to make the motion to adopt option B, which would be to postpone by 1 day, but keep the November meeting.
I second that.
Thank you. So we have a motion made by Commissioner Togle, a second by Chair Reyes, to cancel the November 11th regular meeting of the Economic Development Commission meeting and schedule a special meeting of the commission on Wednesday, November 12th. At this time, we will do a roll call vote. I'll begin with Commissioner Chang.
I'm here, present.
At this time, for roll call vote, it would say yay or nay. So we're
Yes.
taking a, perfect, or
Got it.
yes works perfect. Thank you, Commissioner Chang. Commissioner Togle,
Aye.
thank you. Vice Chair Hugh,
Yeah, I support the majority's decisions. So yes.
thank you, Vice Chair. And Chair Reyes.
Aye.
Thank you. Motion passes by a vote of 4-0. Thank you.
Moving on to 6B, review and consideration of informational report to the Economic Development Commission regarding the programs and services provided by the Cerritos Regional Chamber of Commerce. Ms. Aguirre.
Thank you, Chair Reyes. Yes, we're very pleased to have some special guests this evening to provide a verbal report to the Economic Development Commission tonight. Item 6B first will be introduced by Economic Development Manager, Ms. Miranda. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Aguila. Good evening, Honorable Chair and members of the Economic Development Commission. This evening, we are honored to have with us Cerritos Regional Chamber of Commerce Board Chair Ray Foss and Board Member Gerald Lumba, who will provide an informational report regarding the programs and services provided by the Chamber, designed to support local business growth and enhance the regional business environment. At this time, I would like to invite Board Chair Foss and Board Member Lumba to the podium for this presentation. Thank you.
Okay, good evening. My name is Ray Foss, and I am the current board chair of the Cerritos Chamber of Commerce. And excuse me, I have with me Jerry Lumba, who is one of our board members. So thank you very much for having us tonight. We're honored to be here to discuss our services and what we do for the community. Again, we are the Cerritos Chamber of Commerce. And first of all, I want to point out that we are very much alive and well. Unfortunately, there's been a lot of misinformation circulating about the chamber. The chamber's dead. They're not doing anything anymore. No, we are here. We've gone through some tough times lately. We're doing some reorganization. We've had to reinvent ourselves. And we're not all the way back yet, but we're making good progress to restoring the chamber to the greatness of its past. So what does a chamber do for the city? We serve a number of purposes and provide a number of services, you might call them, to businesses. One of them is we are here to advocate for businesses in the city and in the region, particularly small businesses, but we don't limit to small business. We'll work with any business, large or small. We're here to serve as a liaison between the city government and businesses. I like to share the story of my business, a little more than 8 years ago, because I'm a small business owner here in the city. it's very safe to say that if it wasn't for the chamber, my business would not be here in Cerritos. It would be in a different city. Because when I first came to the city, I run a massage and facial spa here in the city. When I first came to the city to propose my business in the city, the first answer I got was no. We don't want that kind of business in the city. So the chamber really stepped in, advocated for me. Part of that, part of the services that they provided at the time, there was a very tough conditional use permit process that I had to go through, and it was kind of a daunting process, and I had no idea how to approach that. So the chamber really helped me navigate that. The permitting process with the city and the county. So there was a lot of things that the chamber really stepped in and helped with, or I wouldn't be here. And I'm sure there are plenty of other businesses who have had to go through similar processes. Excuse me just a second. Another thing we do for businesses in the city is we provide a forum for networking and business growth. So we host a number of events. Some of them are social, but they provide a networking opportunity. So they could be anything from cocktail hours, happy hours, breakfast and lunch, dinner, networking, where there's no real agenda, but just an opportunity for the business community to get together and talk about business with each other. One thing that we are working very hard at getting back to, we've kind of fallen down on the job on this in the past couple of years, but we are definitely bringing it back this year, and as a matter of fact, very, very soon, within the next month, is programming events. Where instead of a mixer being a pure social hour and a networking hour, we have an expert speaker presenting on an area of interest to a small business. It might be employment law, it might be labor law, it might be estate planning, financial planning, talks about employee benefits, anything like that might be of interest to a small business. As a matter of fact, we have one that we just planned that'll be coming up in October. I'll be mentioning that here in a moment. Taste of Cerritos is an event that the chamber always used to put on. It was a very popular event for the city where we would invite the local restaurants in to give out samples. The community would show up and enjoy all the food, and a very big event for the chamber that we haven't had in a couple of years, but we are working very hard to bring that back. We're looking at early 2026 to restore that event. A lot of planning is going into that, so I don't have any details to share yet, but that'll be coming up very soon. Some events that we have coming up, the last Friday of every month, we have a Jeans and Java networking event, which is at 7 Syllables Coffee. That's at 8 a.m. It's a very, very casual event. We don't ask for any RSVPs for that. Just an opportunity, again, for local businessmen to show up and network and get a chance to talk about their business to the rest of the business community. And we do that the last Friday of every month. October 1st, we just got this on the calendar this week. We are going to have a breakfast and learn at Lazy Dog Cafe with the topic being estate planning for businesses. So that'll be our first programming event we've had in quite a long time. So we're very excited about that, and we're hoping to have one of those about once a month going forward. And then later on in October 16th, we are planning a networking mixer. I have my notes here, location TBA, but we actually inked that in today. It's going to be at North Italia. So that's going to be a late afternoon, early evening networking mixer. So once again, we are very much alive, and we're planning on growing the chamber. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Jerry and let him say a few words.
All right, thank you, Ray. Good job. I'm Jerry Luke. Can everybody hear me? All right. I'm Jerry Lumba with SoCal Computer Guys, Marine Corps veteran of Operation Iraqi Freedom and a Cerritos resident. So I've actually been serving the Cerritos Chamber since 2007 with all their technology support. And through the chamber, I got connected to the Downey Chamber. I also service the Downey Chamber. And the business has been beneficial for me and my family because of the relationships I've built and the clients that I still have through the chamber. I do miss having the events like Taste of Cerritos. We couldn't hold a turkey bowl this past year because us as a board have been running the chamber, and I'm thankful for the commission for even considering helping us out because it's tough because we all have our own businesses, and us as a board we voted to continue the chamber, and I'm here just to share how it's been beneficial to me and my business, and I want to continue to support the chamber and the city. So I'm Jerry Lumba. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, new and old business. Item 6C, review and consideration of an informational report regarding the roles and responsibilities of the Economic Development Commission.
Chairperson,
Yes.
Ryans.
Yes.
So regarding this Chamber of Commerce issue, we just listen what they say, or we do have, can we have some questions to them or questions to council? Because since it's on the agenda, I think maybe future we have to give our opinion to our city council. So I do have questions to the members.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you,
Are
Commissioner
they
Hu.
coming back? Or maybe I
yes.
can ask the city
Sure.
staff. Okay. When did the city stop, joining the Chamber of Commerce?
So if we want to just wait 1 minute, we'll have representatives from the chamber come back
Okay,
to
okay.
the podium for just a
Okay.
minute. Welcome back.
Sorry.
Sorry about that,
Thank you.
gentlemen. It
Sorry.
appear we have some questions, so.
Yeah, we're not trying to make a quick
No,
getaway or
no,
anything.
not at all. That is, I'm new to the position here as well, so.
Oh, I am. I got to pick up dinner.
So thank you for the information this evening. At this time, representatives from the Economic Development Commission would like to thank you for your time today and ask a few questions about the services and programs of the Chamber of Commerce. Thank you.
Vice Chair Grace.
So, okay. So when did the city stop, join the Chamber of Commerce?
With this, the current fiscal year,
What year? When?
this current fiscal year.
About
Fiscal year 2025-2026, the current fiscal year that we're in now.
Well, currently we are the member of the Chamber of Commerce, right? Or not?
Are you asking the city's a member of the chamber?
Well, I think maybe city answer my question because I want to know more about the Chamber of Commerce, status right now, so we can have some better, opinion to the council member. So right now, City of Cerritos is not a member of Chamber of Commerce anymore. Is that correct?
Thank you, Vice Chair Hu. So generally speaking, the city of Cerritos is not a member. What we are is a community partner, and through the city council's budget process, the city council sponsors various community organizations to provide services to Cerritos residents and businesses. So in terms of membership, no, we're not currently a member. And what I think you're referring to is our financial assistance provided to the Cerritos Regional Chamber of Commerce to provide services to residents and businesses.
Okay. So when did the city pay to be a member of Chamber of Commerce last time?
That would be the last fiscal year, 2024, 2025.
Okay. Yeah, I remember, since 1990, city is always, the member of Chamber of Commerce. I think 1990, city pay about 30,000 to or 35,000 a year, and later on, I see city increase about 60,000. Well, if I hope I have a good memory. If the figure is wrong, let me know. But I think as the city of Cerritos, we have a mall, we have town center, we have so many business. I don't know why the city of Cerritos stopped, join the Chamber of Commerce. I don't know what reason. Okay, the budget, I don't know. As the current situation, what do you think the city should, pay or, support the Chamber of Commerce? What's a reasonable amount to support Chamber of Commerce? 30 to 50,000 or 60,000 or more?
So I'll go ahead and provide additional context. So generally speaking, you are correct. Your memory serves you correct. The city has helped provide a partnership, through our partnership with the chamber, an annual dollar amount to the chamber to support their programs and initiatives. You are correct. That was increased to around 60,000. Through the city's budget process and an assessment of funds, while we are currently operating at a very minimal deficit, the city council took an opportunity to review all of the community organizations to which financial assistance was provided. After consideration by the city council, and at the interest of the city council to continue to foster the partnership by engaging. The speakers this evening provided some context in the efforts currently by the board to build the regional chamber of commerce, host its events, et cetera. And so through the city council's budgetary process, the council expressed their interest in having further discussions with the Chamber of Commerce regarding programs and services. And so while those discussions are happening, you are correct that the funding has been paused or is not included in the budget. And so at the city council's direction, from a staff level, under the guidance of the city manager, as well as mayor appointments to be liaison to the Regional Chamber of Commerce, those discussions are underway. And so at this time, it's a long way of answering your question in terms of what does staff feel is an appropriate amount to provide to the Cerritos Regional Chamber. At this time, it is the council's preference that staff and representatives of the city council continue those discussions with the Chamber of Commerce towards potential, maybe future consideration of reinstating those funds.
So, the purpose of tonight's meeting regarding the Chamber of Commerce, and we invited two guests come to speak. The purpose is we want to discuss, see if we should join the Chamber of Commerce in the future or not.
Thank you, Vice Chair Hughes. So the purpose of the item under 6B this evening is for the great representatives from the Chamber this evening to inform the public of the programs and services provided by the Chamber. The item under 6B is not for the Economic Development Commission to discuss that financial partnership with the Regional Chamber of Commerce. That was completed through the budget process, the budget adoption process with the City Council. And so the item under 6B is an informational report just informing you, the Commission, and representatives of the public watching at home the programs and services that are offered by the Chamber to Cerritos-based businesses.
Okay. Thank you very much
So,
for
sorry.
staying.
Thank you, Grace. I really appreciate. Oh.
Grace, y'all done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, go ahead.
So I appreciate Grace bringing this up. I think she hits really at the core, right? So my question is, I know we're not making a decision here today, whether to finance or not finance it. But my question is, Chamber of Commerce offers valuable services, right? You guide businesses, you consult, and you just help them out. And that's a critical function within the city. Now, my question is, with all the activities that you guys perform, with all the things and initiatives that you guys push forth, do you guys have any matrix to measure your success or failure, right? Every single initiative costs money. Every single activity is man effort, right? So my question is, do we have any matrix to measure what is success and what is not success? And if we do, can you share it with us? But if we don't, maybe we need to consider find a way to measure it, because this ultimately, you bring value to the city, you bring value to the residents, you bring value to the businesses, right? So that we can use new numbers and use data to back that up. So do you have any currently, do you have any metrics, or are you considering establishing any kind of metrics to measure your activities, whether it's success or not success or somewhere in the middle?
Yeah, that's a very good point, Commissioner Chang, and thank you for asking that. At this point, quite frankly, we don't. I mean, we spent the last year in survival mode, quite honestly. I'm in my second term as the board chair. My first term as the board chair was, quite frankly, what we've done in the past doesn't work anymore. Let's burn it down and start over with a clean sheet of paper. So we've achieved that. Now we're going into the second year of my term, and now it's like, let's get back to where we were. So let's start having events again. Let's get our membership engaged, because frankly, when you're not having events, getting businesses to renew their memberships is very, very difficult. And if you're not getting membership dues coming in, you're getting even deeper into the hole. So that is what is on our plate for the next 12 months going forward, is get back to having regular events, and not only social happy hours, but programming events and things that are of value to the chamber, or excuse me, to the business community. Right now, we have no paid staff. We're working as a volunteer organization, and we all have our own businesses to attend to, so that raises its own challenge. All of us can only have so much time that we could spend supporting the chamber, but that's ultimately, we want to get back to having at least a paid executive director. And that requires funding to come in. And in order for funding to come in, we have to have services and events that are valuable to the community. So right now, I would say for at least the next 12 months, that's probably our success matrix, is being able to re-engage the business community and get some positive cash flow coming in.
Okay.
Thank you. No, I'm good.
Arliss.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming. A lot of benefit to us. Obviously, this is our first meeting, so we look forward to the partnership with you over the next 2 years of this term. Since the purpose of 6B was just for information, if there's anything further you could offer that may be posted up or published anywhere to get us a little bit more depth as far as your priorities for this new year, and ways we can help, obviously, and ways we can partner, I would certainly appreciate that. But thank you for offering your presentation today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Arliss. Again, just to piggyback what my colleagues have already said, it's a brand new commission, and we look forward to working with the Chamber of Commerce. We obviously all have our heart is in the business community. We do what we do, and we're here because we believe in the business community. I do agree with Commissioner Chang, though, that a matrix is something we need to be able to have tangible results. As any business owner will tell you, that no profit, no product. We have to show where the benefit comes, and it's a tangible benefit. And what it could be small, it could be large, but that's where I think you hit the point as well. That's where we want to see probably in the next 6 months, 6 to 12 months. We will be in contact. This is probably not our last time being face to face at all. But yeah, we will definitely be in contact with your organization sooner rather than later. And I think I can speak for the rest of the commission in saying that. And thank you again for coming today.
Yeah, thanks very much. We look forward to the partnership.
Fantastic.
Thank you. Okay. Have a good evening.
All right, now we'll move to- Sorry about that. Here we go. 6C, review and consideration of an informational report regarding the roles and responsibilities of the Economic Development Commission. Ms. Aguirre.
Thank you. Yes, thank you, Chair Reyes. Item 6C this evening will also be presented by Economic Development Manager, Ms. Miranda, and will provide just very simple introductory information to the Commission this evening regarding the roles and responsibilities of the Commission. Ms. Miranda?
Good evening, Chair and members of the Economic Development Commission. As tonight is the first meeting of the newly reinstated Economic Development Commission, the item before you is an informational report discussing the roles and responsibilities of the Commission. At this time, I would like to direct your attention to the screen for the presentation. In December 2024, the City Council adopted the city's strategic plan, which established the framework for allocating city resources in alignment with city priorities. Goal number 4 of the strategic plan focuses on strengthening economic development to ensure long-term stability and growth. In support of this, on April 21st, 2025, the City Council approved the formation of the Economic Development Commission as outlined in Ordinance Number 1049. The establishment of the Economic Development Commission is an important step in advancing the City of Cerritos' economic priorities. The Economic Development Commission serves in an advisory capacity to the City Council on matters related to business retention, attraction, innovation, and economic resources. Responsibilities include supporting the advancement of the city's strategic plan and helping guide economic policy implementation. The Economic Development Commission also provides guidance and recommendations that strengthen economic development and contribute to long-term stability. It supports a business environment that is both dynamic and sustainable, with an emphasis on retention, attraction, innovation, and the effective use of resources. One of the Economic Development Commission's primary roles is to directly support the City Council's strategic plan, particularly goal number 4, which focuses on strengthening economic development. These 6 objectives highlight where the Economic Development Commission's input will be most valuable. For instance, guiding the implementation of the city's economic development strategic plan will provide the roadmap for the city's future direction. Additionally, developing a comprehensive marketing strategy ensures the city can effectively promote Cerritos as a destination for both businesses and residents. The Economic Development Commission will also look at partnerships with property owners to maximize the economic potential of their sites and explore opportunities in mixed-use development, particularly through Enhanced Infrastructure Financing Districts, or EIFDs. Another key responsibility is to ensure city-owned properties are leased at their highest and best use, which helps maximize returns for the community. Finally, the Commission will have the opportunity to provide input and feedback on the city's development policies in a manner that allows the city to adapt to the needs of today's dynamic and competitive marketplace. In addition to supporting the strategic plan objectives, the Economic Development Commission will have several ongoing responsibilities. These include reviewing updates to the city's economic development plan, assessing business recruitment tools, and promoting city facilities like the Cerritos Center for the Performing Arts. Economic Development Commissioners also provide policy recommendations to the City Council, engage with the community at events, and evaluate the potential economic benefits of new development projects. In addition to its core responsibilities, the Economic Development Commission will also have the opportunity to provide input on new program ideas. These initiatives are meant to guide future planning and support the city's broader economic goals. Some examples include hosting workshops for Cerritos-based businesses, developing strategies for underutilized properties, working with stakeholders such as Los Cerritos Center and the Cerritos Auto Square, exploring ways to expand the Sister City program, and preparing for the 2028 Olympics with a potential Shop Dine Cerritos campaign. In conclusion, the Economic Development Commission serves a vital role in supporting the city's strategic priorities. The Economic Development Commission acts as an advisory body to the City Council, a liaison to the business community, and a partner in shaping policies and programs that will help Cerritos thrive economically in the years to come. At this time, it is recommended that the Commission review and discuss the information provided and receive and file this report. This concludes my presentation. At this time, staff is available to answer any questions the commissioners may have. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Miranda. Does anyone have any questions for Ms. Miranda or any city staff?
I don't.
Nope. Arlis?
Oh, yeah. Thank you for the presentation. Just a clarification, is the Economic Development Strategic Plan, is that actually a subset of the main City of Cerritos broader strategic plan? Because I know that was number 4. Or was that developed in a completely separate process?
Thank you, Commissioner Togle. So that is a completely separate process.
Okay.
The strategic plan mentioned with goal number 4 to strengthen economic development was the strategic plan adopted by the City Council as part of the budget review process. The Economic Development Strategic Plan is a separate document that is currently being prepared by city staff with the assistance of an economic consultant through an award of contract by the City Council. So that strategic plan is underway. Actually, several years ago in 2007, we actually had a strategic plan, but due to the time frame to which that was originally prepared and, really the changing economic climate as a result of COVID, the change in e-commerce, as well as the dissolution of the former Cerritos Redevelopment Agency, the City Council supported and directed the preparation of an updated strategic plan. So those efforts are underway, and when ready, will be brought forth before this commission for review, recommendations, considerations prior to presenting to City Council after the Economic Development Commission.
Great, thank you. And we look forward to working with you all. And as part of that, as was alluded to earlier, I would assume that there would be some form of immeasurable goals and so forth that would be included at some point in the strategic plan. So we'll look forward to finding out what those are and how we can best support.
Thank you, Honest. All right. Me again. I can just to sum this up relatively quickly. The 6 parts of strategic goal number 4, the 5 points that Ms. Miranda spoke about with respect to Los Cerritos Center, Cerritos Auto Square, Shop Dine during the Olympic Games, hopefully in 2028, Sister City program. There's going to be a lot coming at the Economic Development Commission, which is why we were created. We were created because there's going to be a lot coming forward, a lot we have to look into, a lot we have to do to retain businesses, create new businesses for the city, any opportunities that we can do, anything that we can do as a commission, as well as individuals to foster economic growth in our community, is only going to help grow the pie, which is ultimately what we want. The more we grow the pie financially and for the city, the less we have to worry about budget constraints, the less we have to worry about who's going to get some of this and who's not going to get some of that. So ultimately, growing the pie is what we want to do, and it looks like city staff has done a good job, certainly in the initial stages, as well as the council, of being forward thinking, which is what we want to do. So I'm excited about the future, and I think we can close 6C. Oh, anything, Ms. Aguila? Do we have any public comments for item 6C? Seeing none, I will close the public comment section. Reports, 7A. Reports from designated commission liaison. During this part of the meeting, I'm reading it for the first time. I won't read it every single week. During this part of the meeting, designated staff will have an opportunity to report on various city matters and or respond verbally to questions or comments from the prior meeting, which obviously there's not one, including any request by members to provide a brief supplemental report or brief follow-up response to items from the prior meeting agenda. Ms. Aguila.
Yes, thank you, honorable members of the Economic Development Commission. Just want to note 2 things this evening. During roll call earlier today, I noted Commissioner Hughes absent for the record. I would like to correct that Commissioner Hughes was appointed yesterday evening by the Cerritos City Council, and as a result has not yet been sworn in. And so for the record, Commissioner Hughes is not noted absent, as he has not been sworn in at this point. So I just want to provide that clarification for the record that he is not noted absent. And then secondly, I alluded to it a little bit earlier, but staff, we are very excited to truly support this Economic Development Commission in furtherance of the City Council's goals, and really to serve collectively to for business retention and attraction to this great city of Cerritos. So on behalf of the great staff that is here today, and really the staff of the city of Cerritos, we very much look forward to working with each of you and to supporting you in your efforts to be successful as economic development commissioners. So that concludes my remarks this evening, and again, just look forward to working with each of you. Thank you.
Likewise.
Thank you, Kristen. And thank you for the clarification on Commissioner Hughes. We can't wait till he's sworn in. Hopefully we'll be here for the next meeting. 7B, reports from Economic Development Commission members. During this part of the meeting, members may provide brief reports to the community on various matters of interest, including any mandated reports required by AB 1234. Pursuant to the provisions of the Ralph Brown Act and the City of Cerritos Commission and Committee Scope of Authority Policy, there may be no discussion or action taken on any matters presented during this item or that are not listed on the meeting agenda, meaning we can't vote on anything or change anything. This is just reports that we want to discuss. So I guess left to right. Artis, anything? Any comments?
No comments. Obviously, it's just kicking things off, but I look forward again to working with you all on the staff and all of you fellow commissioners. And also look forward to getting up to speed on really what the priorities of the city are and how we can most impact that. So thank you.
Commissioner Chang.
Yes, I think from tonight's voting of leadership, the chair and the vice chair, I'm very, very happy at the result. I think it shows that we have unity. I think Al brings forth, strong community involvement, strong, neighborhood security, and Grace, who I've known for years, I know she's a very, very knowledgeable person, very capable person, and I think we're going to rely on her and lean on her quite a bit. So, my hope is that, us as a commission is unified. When we present forth recommendations, it's based on fact, based on data, and it's in the best interest of the residents. So that's my hope going forward, and I look forward to working with you all, and just happy of tonight's votes. Thanks.
Vice Chair Hugh.
Okay, I feel so good sitting here again. Really? Wow. My God, I'm so glad to come back. Okay, and I want to thank Councilmember Han to appoint me to be the commissioner. So, and then it gives me a chance to involve in the future cities, development projects. I will use my 48 years in business and development or those kind of experience to help to do something for the city. And again, I like to work with our staff and work together to get the city, better to live. Yeah, thanks. Thank you. I'm looking forward to work with you members too. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Vice Chair Hugh. First of all, again, just to piggyback what all my fellow commissioners said, we're very excited to get this going. It's been a couple months in the process, and for the city staff, I'm sure it's been a year, 2 years in the process. I want to thank the council members, Councilwoman Say, Councilwoman Johnson, Councilwoman Hong, for being here tonight, as well as the ancillary staff who did not have to be here tonight. Thank you so much for your support. My comments will be as brief as humanly possible, in that this city has given me everything, from the school district to the junior college to working in the school district after I graduated from the school district, and now being chair of this commission. Nobody wants to see Cerritos succeed more than I do. I've talked about it ad nauseum for over a decade. That it's the new revolution for Cerritos. That it's things that were 20th century and were solid and we're going to bring dollars in the city. A lot of that doesn't exist anymore. I was just commenting to somebody that I'm unhappy that the Fridays location closed, but it's not just reopening a location, it's the right location with viability, and that's going to bring strength to our community. I could go down there tomorrow or come to City Hall tomorrow, file a business license fee, and open up a typewriter repair shop. That's not going to bring value to our community. We need to look for those new ideas, those new technologies, what's going to bring millennials and Gen Xers into our city. A lot of them already are complimenting on our restaurants, which is amazing. I know I go to our restaurants all the time, but there's also some restaurants and some genre of restaurants that they have asked for that we don't provide, whether it's a steakhouse or this or that. We need to look into that. Things that we haven't done in the past or that we didn't really need to do in the past, we should be looking at those ideas. So I will be talking to all my commissioners quite often, as well as council and city staff. Anybody who knows me, no idea is a bad idea. Okay, just come tell me, let me know, we'll talk about it, and if it has viability going forward for the city and for the majority of residents, we will take that forward. but I'm excited to be here. There's nowhere else I would rather be once a month on a Tuesday night than right in this chamber. So whatever chair I'm sitting in. So having said that, I think it's time for adjournment. If anything else, all right, we are adjournment.